Today we're addressing a topic that feels particularly pressing, the current upheaval and unrest we are witnessing in the UK and around the globe. With the riots that started last night in Leeds and violence erupting worldwide, it's crucial to remind ourselves to take a breath, step back and see the bigger picture before getting embroiled in these power struggles. Welcome to Spiritual Midwife, the podcast that tenderly guides you through the transformative journey of spiritual awakening and personal development towards the ultimate destination of soul sovereignty. I'm Claire Attio, a medicine woman and dedicated guide to the profound realm of soul sovereignty, and you are listening to Spiritual Midwife. So first, let's take a moment to acknowledge the peace within us. It's a strange statement coming from a spiritual channel, but while peace and love are our ultimate goals, we must not ignore the dysfunctional construct of our society. We live in a world where, unfortunately, peace doesn't generate profit. This isn't a cynical view, but just a recognition of a deeper, pervasive reality. There are forces at work that intentionally set out to cause unrest. And let's be clear, it has nothing to do with race, social standing, gender identification, political beliefs, religion. These issues are often used as tools to create the fear, the uncertainty, the confusion, and the unmeasured emotional reactions. It's in this chaotic space that we disempower ourselves, become physically controllable, energetically depleted, and emotionally and psychologically malleable. We've talked many times about the importance of building emotional intelligence, of taking a breath so we can respond rather than react, of stepping away from the chaos to view situations from a higher perspective. These principles are not just for personal growth, but they're essential tools, especially during times of social unrest. Within the spiritual community, with those of us that have been tapping into the energies for some time, we have known this is coming. I have said it in my videos, on my YouTube channel. I've said it a few times on the podcast. Separation and segregation is what creates and allows the minority to hold and control the power dynamics. When we see this violence and discord playing out, it is easy to get swept up in the emotional turmoil. It's our job, our responsibility to remember our strength lies in our ability to remain centered, to remain grounded. We must use the skills we've developed, breathing deeply, practicing mindfulness, and maintaining emotional equilibrium. By doing so, we can not only protect our own energies, but also gently guide others towards a more measured response. So, how do we apply this in the midst of current events? Start by taking a step back. Before reacting to the latest news headlines or getting involved in heated discussions, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself, what is the higher perspective here? What are the deeper forces at play? How can I contribute to peace rather than chaos? Recognize that the unrest is often a symptom of deeper societal issues, manipulated by those who benefit from division and fear. It's by staying calm and centered that we can better see through the smoke and mirrors. We can ask the questions of what's really going on. We can gain the understanding that our true power lies in unity, compassion, and conscious action. So I'm going to give you a few practical steps to help us all maintain peace amidst this chaos. Breathe. Whenever you start to feel your body going into overwhelm, your emotions start to heighten, take a breath, center yourself. Mindfulness. Apply discernment. Listen to the news, listen to what's being said, be open to all sides of the conversation, and use your discernment. Practice mindfulness. Keep your thoughts and emotions balanced. Don't allow the emotive energies that are being conjured up to sweep you along. That's why breathing is so important. It allows us to take a step back out, just step away, step back. It takes us out of the torrent of flow that is pushing in a man-made direction. Let's just say it's not the natural riverbed. It's a gully that has been forged. And when we take that breath and when we use the mindfulness, we can step back from that and go, okay, what's really going on here? It allows you to see that higher perspective, to gain that understanding, so that you can be responsive with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your beliefs, because we all have them. We all have ideas of how the world and society should look, and we can add that rather than trying to enforce that on others. We have stepped back, we have used mindfulness, we have gained the understanding, and we become responsive rather than reactive. Use your community. Connect with like-minded individuals who also value peace and emotional intelligence. It's really important in these times to connect with those who resonate at the same or similar frequency as you. You will then feel supported. You will then feel nurtured. You will then gain greater energetic strength rather than be depleted. Many of these situations within our society, unfortunately, are intentionally created to deplete our energies. And we knew this was coming. On an esoteric level, we knew this was coming. We knew this would happen. We knew it would play out. And it will continue to play out until we have gone through the cycles and we are all able to stand in soul sovereignty. You can take positive action. The one thing that really frustrates me hugely when I'm in conversations with people, especially when there's situations like we've got with the current riots in Leeds, is people go, oh well, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing we can do about it. There is a lot we can do about it. We don't have to be there. We can channel our energies into positive actions and allow that to contribute to society's harmony rather than the constructed division of what this is about. When we negate our responsibilities and say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Physically, there may not be anything you can do about it. Energetically, emotionally, vibrationally, there is a huge amount we can do about it. We can hold space for peace, for harmony, for clarity. And that's going to be a big one as we move forward, is really holding space for that clarity, and truth. So as I bring this to a close, let's just reflect on a few questions that would be really good to ask yourself so that you can stay centered. So how can I remain centered and grounded amidst what's going on, amidst the social unrest? For those that are highly sensitive and are starting out on their journey, it will be a simple case of turning the TV off, turning social media off, not watching it. And that is not ignorance is bliss. It's not that you don't care. It's because what's being spewed out at you is energetically charged and constructed to deplete you of your energies. And if you're depleted, you do not have the energy to hold space for the harmony, for the peace. So switch off your devices. If you're that sensitive, if it's having an adverse effect on you, if it's draining you, don't watch. You will always, and I've been doing this for 10 years, I don't watch mainstream. You will always be notified. The systems now are in such a way that when there's something that you need to know, when there's something that you need to get involved in, obviously I needed to put out this podcast today after yesterday evening's riots. Divine lets you know. You get alerted. So ask yourself, how can I remain centered and grounded? What steps can I take to ensure I contribute positively to greater peace, to greater harmony, to resolution? And how can I gently guide others to see the bigger picture and not get caught up in the chaos? We lead by example. When there's a conversation within a group of people, we can either be emotive within that and add to that chaotic, energetic creation of chaos, because that's what we're doing when we actually have these big debates and we become emotionally emotive, is we are co-creating even greater chaos. Or we can encourage people to kind of step back and go, you know what, yeah, okay, this is happening, I acknowledge that, but let's just take a minute and hold a minute of peace and send that there. Let's hold a minute to get some clarity so that we can actually see what's really going on. Find that clarity, find that truth. I hope that has helped. Blessings to you all. As I said, we are going to see more of this. Unfortunately, there is that struggle, that push-pull going on, the polarities playing out to try and reach that balance, because we are creating new dynamics of existence, and within that we are going to get the push-pull. The scales need to naturally learn to balance themselves, but at the moment we've got push-pull and both sides are kind of, it's like tug of war at the moment, and so the scales are going up, down, up, down, up, down, and so we're going to see this playing out. It's about stepping back, it's about understanding what's going on and not get sucked into the vacuum of the creation of fear, because in that creation of fear we give away our power. Take care. Till next time. Bye bye.